Hi there, how are you? Today we are going to have a go at an Australian classic, Solid Rock by Goanna. It's in A minor, I'm in regular tuning. I've got the amp with treble about 4, bass about 8. I'm on the back pickup, which is a, sound for sure. And I've got the AC booster on, about 30% gain, not crazy. So let's kick it off with the riff. This is how it goes. We've got an A. Basically, we're going to play an E and an A. So we're going to hit those on the 2. So it's going to go. So we've got 1 and 2 and. We do a pull off. So 1 and 2 and 3 and then another open G. So we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and then on the last and in the bar, we're going to go back to the original chord, which is an A. Okay, so we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. All right. So if you have to stop the video, have a bit of a practice of that bar. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, welcome back. Here's the second bar. That last and rings for 2.5 beats. So we get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and then on the 3 we're going to do another pull off, 3 and. Okay, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, then we're going to do an incidental, like a grace note slide from 2 to 4. So like the 2 doesn't really count. So the 4 again is on the and. So you've got so far the whole riff, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and. Almost ran out of breath there. So the rhythm of the second and third bars is exactly the same. In the third bar we get to B effectively, and we're going to do a pull up and then slide and then. Okay. So that is exactly how they play it on the record. I know you can kind of play this kind of thing, but we're just going to stick with how it sounds on the record. So we've got A, slide, slide. It plays that twice, okay? Twice. And then we're going to hit an A minor. And that is where the verse kicks off. Now, like I said, on the record, what happens is that he just basically plays a strum every single time the chord changes. So in that verse, it's a 4-bar round. We've got 2 bars of A minor, and then G, and then F. So effectively, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4. Okay? It's pretty straightforward. Now, if you feel like it, So what I'm doing there is I'm playing 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2. If you feel like it, but honestly on the record just plays on the change. And then we get to the bridge, and we can pull a bit of Pete Townsend out here. Woohoo! I should probably be doing one of those, right? But anyway, that's a D. There's 2 bars of that, and then an F, and then a G. All right, so again, you could do 4, 1, 2, and we could quaver crescendo through the F and the G. So you get 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. And then we hit that riff again twice. And then it gets to the chorus, and the chorus is exactly the same as the verse. Okay, pretty straightforward. And we run that 4-bar round twice. And then we head straight back to the beginning of the chart, and we hit the riff twice again. Then we hit the verse again. Then we hit the bridge again. Then we hit the chorus again. Okay, all pretty straightforward form-wise. And then we have a 8-bar interlude where there's kind of sort of a bit of a bass solo. We've got sort of a bass drums percussion sort of happening. There's some didgeridoo I think in there as well. And then there's like a breakdown just before we get to the chorus. He plays an interesting kind of A minor thing here. So we've got 0, 0, 5 and 7. But if you pull the volume a little bit out of the guitar, you'll get that sound. So just a slightly cleaner sound that you're able to get. So where those notes fall, they fall on the 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, 3 and G and 1 and 2. Okay, it's all pretty straightforward. And then he plays kind of a bit like Walking on the Moon by the Police. You can kind of same sort of vibe there. So we're basically playing the top of an F add 9 chord up here. So we've got 14, 13 and 15. Yeah. Okay, and that falls on the and after the 3. On the 3 and then the and after the 4. So you're going to get 1 and 2 and 3 and then we've got an 8-bar guitar solo which plays a great minimalist sort of thing. It's really, really cool. We're going to start over the A minor chord. So there's 4 bars of A minor. And over the A minor, he plays here. This is 14. Might put a bit more gain on. Hang on. Oh, yes. Okay, so we've got 14, 16, 17. And then we just go for an absolute smashing bend. Okay, so that is 20 on the top string and it goes all the way up. Give it a bit of a wobble at the top. Oh my God, it's just like awesome. Okay, so that whole thing is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and... Oh man, if that doesn't make you get excited, nothing will. All right, so, and then the chord underneath changes to G, and we play a similar run, but just over the G chord instead, which is really smart. So he plays basically G, A, B, and then he bends the A. Oh, he doesn't do it like that. He bends the A. Bends the A up to a B and then plays 2 A's. So the whole thing is that you get the A minor underneath. And then on the 2 we're gonna go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and... And then we're gonna hit G. This would be an excellent time to perfect your big bend guitar face. I generally would go for... Also, if you lift the guitar up at the same time, that definitely helps in making sure that the note is absolutely fantastic. Just a little tip there. It's not all just about playing the notes, you know. Got to get the guitar face. And then, I think if you close your eyes as well, that really helps. Anyway, just let me know what you think about the guitar faces. And then after that guitar solo, you basically get 4 bars of A minor, where it's kind of just calming down from those massive guitar bends. And then there's basically a drum vocal verse. And then there's some keyboards at the end of the verse. They follow the same pattern, A minor, G, F. So as you come into the sort of 7th and 8th bars of that section, 2, 2, and then hits another bridge, and that's when the band kicks back in. You get another Townsend. And then F. Okay, then that happens 4 times, and then we come to the ending. Now, Chord-wise, we're talking about the end of the chorus here. So chord-wise, in the chorus is exactly the same: A minor, G, F. So on top of that, the guy playing lead guitar he's just kind of going for it in the background. We're in A minor, so A minor pentatonic here at the 17th fret works really awesomely. I haven't tabbed out exactly what he plays. It seems to be pretty ad hoc, but he's, you know, a bit of that, you know, bit of this. So all those kinds of licks that, you know, you probably know already, but just some ideas there. I'm bending 20 on the B string. I'm bending 20 on the E string. Gotta do the face. Then 15. All that sort of thing. If you wanted to, you could drop into another minor pentatonic pattern. If you want a lesson on A minor or minor pentatonic riffs, I've got loads of them. I'll put one up right here. Yeah, go for your life over that section. Then we have the final ending, which kind of goes. Oh yeah, big ending. So those chords, I was just basically playing the bottom of an F. So like a, oh, let's take the ginormous gain off. The bottom of an F, so I'm basically playing an F and an A. And then I'm playing the bottom of an A minor 7, which is an E and a G. And then basically a G with a D bass, which is a fancy way of saying just playing those guys. G5, and then playing a C. So it basically goes 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2, and then you're going to get 3 Gs and go down, up, down on the 3 and 4. And then an A minor on the 1. That lasts for 3 beats, and then on the 4 and you're going to go. All right, now, with this Telecaster, then I run into a bit of a problem because the lead guitar, he must be playing Les Paul, has got 22 frets. As you can see, sadly, in 1964, they had only put 21 frets on the guitar. So just bear with me a second. Let's see what I can do. Ah, wow, that's pretty exciting. 22 frets. So that final part, he gets 22 and he bends it to E. Oh, all the way to the top, man. So we've got 22 going from D to E. And then he plays 22. Then he plays 20. And then he does this little fall over the 3 and 4, which is not. And then he bends 20. So that final part, let's go for it. We've got. Oh yeah. Okay, thanks very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you have any questions, please just put a comment and I promise to come back to you. If you would like to subscribe, click here. If you would like to support the channel, please visit www.patreon.com/join/Simon Morell. And there I'll be doing a whole bunch of exclusive content, loads more Aussie rock. It hasn't really kicked off yet, so I need some subscribers to come into it. And once you're in, you'll have access to charts, new songs, Aussie stuff. Check it out. I'll see you later. Thanks very much. Please do subscribe. Thanks.